Okay, hello. Hey Max, how you doing? I can sense the deep concentration. Yes, how are you? I think I'm not quite centered on TikTok. Oh. Bloody chair. I need new wheels on my chair. I'm alright, just working on some records at the moment. Students breaking rules and I have to fix them. No worries, Max, no worries. Okay, hello everybody. How are we doing? Oh, I haven't put the announcement out on Discord that I'm streaming. 1 second. There we go. Oh, wait a second, that's the wrong link. Ah. I accidentally pressed go live and then immediately pressed end broadcast, like straight after. Which means I've included the wrong link in the Discord. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. Right. I think we're ready then. Just give me a moment. Okay, so hello everybody. Sorry, I'm here. We are back for Factorio Thursday. We're going to be playing some more Factorio today. Hope everyone is ready. I'm really excited for this because last week in Factorio we made some really good progress. We have finally come to Fulgora. We finally landed on the planet Fulgora, which is very exciting. And okay, sorry. 1 second. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place at the minute. I am here. I'm just trying to sort something out at the same time. Okay, there we are. Right, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. So, we're back for Factorio. I'm going to switch over to the game view. You don't want to voice train, you don't put in any effort. Nope, I don't want to voice train. I put in no effort to voice training because I don't want to do it. You're absolutely correct. Why would I put in effort to something that I have no intention of doing? Okay, so here we are. We're back in Factorio. Sorry for the rough start. Like I said, I was a little bit distracted by other things, but we're here. We're back for Factorio. Last week we landed on Fulgora. Very, very exciting. I've not been this excited for a Factorio stream for ages. I'm so looking forward to this. We're going to dive straight on in, but we landed on Fulgora. It is like a desert kind of planet. It's a desert planet, which is also the remains of like there's the remains of like a lost civilization here, and basically, what I gather is that we need to get all of our resources from recycling scrap. So basically, the whole planet, the only resource on the entire planet is scrap. And we need to reprocess it to make all of our machines and stuff like that. So we did make a recycler last week. this thing here is the recycler. You put scrap in, and it gives you like a random amount of resources as a result. So if we just check the recipe. There we go, scrap recycling. So 1 scrap gives us a 20% chance for iron gear wheels, 7% for solid fuel. There's a chance for concrete, ice, steel, batteries, stones, advanced circuits, processing units, copper wires, low density structures, and holmium. And for every piece of scrap that we process, we get like a random chance of getting each of these items. And I assume that as we go on, as we progress, we'll get machines. We'll get like upgrades for it that give us a higher chance of getting better stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I imagine is probably going to happen. Now, one thing I did notice last time is that electric poles attract lightning. This planet is racked with lightning storms, and we lost a couple of electric poles last time because of lightning strikes. So what do we do about that? How do we circumvent that? Because we need to put down electrical cables and electric poles, otherwise we can't power any of our machines, right? I've literally just been struck by lightning just now as I was talking. So I'm wondering how we deal with that. I'm wondering how we avoid our equipment and stuff being struck by lightning. Ah, okay. Lightning rod protects a small area from lightning strikes and converts the energy into the electric network. Right. This is what we need to do. We need to make a lightning rod. We need 4 bricks for that. Well, we can put down a furnace. And we can process a few bricks now. There we go. And then we'll make a lightning rod. Oh, there's what? Oh, these are lightning rods as well. So there are natural lightning rods that are already here on the map. If I put one right in the middle, that protects this scrap pile, so lightning can't strike in this area now. That's cool. Hey Matt, how you doing? Hey Owen on TikTok, how are you? Frieden says, this is what I call a chill place. Thank you, Frieden. Okay, then we can put down the recycler. How are you doing? I'm good. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Can we... Hang on. Can we pick this up with a mining drill? We can. Okay. So what if we put down the big mining drill and feed that straight into the recycler? Are you streaming the same on loads of other platforms? I am, Yoan, yes. I'm on YouTube and Purple. Okay, and then can we just do this? How close does this have to be? Well, I'm guessing just there, right? Hold on. It gets dark very quickly on this planet. Yo, Big Boss, how you doing? I'm doing good today. Glad to hear it, Matt. What if we, like, did this? No, I don't know. Look, we don't have to... It doesn't have to be a perfect setup right from the get-go, does it, really? We can just As long as there's a machine working, it doesn't really matter where exactly we put it. Let's put it, just put it here. Oh, thank you for resubscribing, P. How are you doing today? Oh, we do still need to put down a regular steam generator, so this will give us a little bit of electricity if it gets struck, but we are still going to need actual electricity generating equipment. So let's put down a steam engine for now. How are we going to get steam, though? How are we going to get water? We got water barrels. We got barreled water. Sorry I missed this morning. Had a poor night's sleep, so I needed a bit of a lie-in. No worries, P. No worries. Good to have you here. And we're on Fulgora now. Okay, we'll debarrel the water and load that into the boiler. And then a steam engine here. I think we'll be safe to put another steam engine here. Yeah, that's in the safe area. That should be it. Put a barrel of water in there. Put a bit of coal in there. Ah. Slight problem. We need something to spark it. We need something to kick it off. Oh, a solar panel. Put down a solar panel. I forgot we had solar panels. That should give it enough power to empty out the water barrel, and then that will power the boiler. We're recycling. Recycling has begun. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, we're getting solid fuel, we're getting batteries, we're getting stones. I'm going to have to save. I get the impression, I get the feeling that we are probably going to end up with loads and loads of resources and very little space to store them. I've got this feeling that that's how it's going to go. I think inventory management and storage management is going to be a big issue. Electromagnetic plant. All we need to do is craft some holmium. Hey, Arthur, how you doing? What are you playing, says Ethan? This is Factorio Space Age, Ethan. Okay, pop down a furnace, and we will smelt some of this holmium. Oh, holmium ore cannot be smelted. How do we process it, then? Thanks so much. No worries, Ethan. Looks quite cheeks. You are welcome to not watch if the game looks cheeks. Totally optional live stream, by the way. It's not yet been mandated into law that everybody in the country must legally watch my live streams. You can just keep scrolling if you're not interested. For now, anyway. I'm working on it. So how do we process holmium? A foundry. Oh, did we bring a foundry? Oh, we can do it in an assembly machine. Right. It's not a law? Since when, says Max. I know, I'm lobbying. I'm lobbying real hard. Might have to ring up JK and see if she can spare £70,000 to help my cause. She certainly can for other causes, so... we need holmium solution as well. Chemical plant, holmium, stone, and water. Right. There's our chemical plant. Ask her to sell a castle or two. Yeah, she can afford it. Like I say, she can afford to spend £70,000 on other things. I'm sure she could chip into my cause. Okay, and this is going to make the holmium plates. Right. So we need holmium, ore, and stone. There we go. Okay, we're processing holmium. Slowly but surely. And the recycler, this chest's already half full. I knew the recycler was going to be... Oh wow, listen to that. Once again, killing it with the music, Factorio. Oh wait, how many of these do we need? 50. We need 50 plates. Right. Actually, this is really cool. I didn't realise how interesting it is. Thank you, Arthur. I genuinely, I think this is such a cool game. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I love playing Factorio. Oh, you hear that? That's so good! What was the name of the planet with the giant worms? That was Vulcanus, Max. And this is Fulgora. And the other planet that we haven't been to yet is Gleba. That's the one... That's the swamp planet. Which we'll get to eventually. That was cool. It is... Vulcanus was cool. I think Vulcanus is a cool planet. It's just... We spent so long there, and it felt like we made such little progress in the time that we spent there, you know what I mean? I'm excited to be, you know, exploring a different planet now. Okay, now I noticed that one of the byproducts is ice, so if we can set up an ice melting machine... In fact, could we set the recipe in this to melt ice? Or do we need a chemical plant to melt ice? Okay, chemical plant melts ice. So... We'll have a belt up here. It's gonna be a bit of a mess for now. You gotta give it time, you know. And I want this to only take ice. There we go. Okay, so now we're ice is being fed into the... Oh no, that should be whitelist, sorry. Whitelist ice. I didn't actually set the recipe, that's why. There we go. So it's automatically going to offload ice into the melter. We should set it up for coal as well. Because this is... Is this extracting coal? No, this is extracting solid fuel. We can fuel this machine with solid fuel then. I think we might need to move everything over. Let's slightly rearrange. If we offload onto this belt like this, could we potentially... I'm thinking... Oh, this needs stone and holmium as well. So actually, there's quite a few resources that we're going to need to offload. Okay, let's rethink then. Let's rethink. So what if we move the holmium machine? We need stone and holmium ore. Do we have pipes, actually? We don't have pipes. We'll make some pipes so that we can do some underground pipe work. And we'll do the holmium processing down here. Oh, chemical plant, sorry. Okay, so this needs to take in stone and holmium ore. We can do that on a single conveyor belt. We'll have holmium on one side, iron on the other, or stone on the other. Then up here, the melting machine, that's going to need ice, and this machine needs coal, or solid fuel is what we're actually going to feed into that. So if we had a belt in the middle, maybe? Hold on, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to move this boiler down a bit. Move it to here. We're just within the safe area. Yeah, we're safe. We're safe there. Okay, then... Oh, solid fuel in there. And then we should be able to replace this boiler with a pipe. That's it. Then run a belt in between. There we go. I should make some lights as well. The day-night cycle on this planet is very short. I'll make a couple of lights and pop those down. There we go, that's a bit better. Right. So this belt here is going to have solid fuel and ice on it. This belt here is going to have holmium and stone on it. Just in M&S. Nice one, Charlie. Okay, so if we put our chest in the middle here. Oh, no, wait, hang on. We're going to need some way to sort. We need some way to sort it so that the ice is going to end up on one side of the belt and solid fuel is going to end up on the other side. I don't think a splitter can do that, can it? Output priority left. It can, but we can only filter one item. If we had... Okay, I've got an idea. If we filter this one to send ice to the left, it should automatically send anything that isn't ice, which will be the coal, to the right. Yeah? I think that's how it works anyway. So then we can filter this to move coal and to move solid fuel and ice. Right. Pop a chest down and fill it up. Let's see what happens. I'm going to have to move some stuff around. So if I've got this right... Okay, maybe not, because it's not unloading solid fuel now. Oh, it is, but it's going on to the other side. Right. So, because the splitter... Okay, that does work, but the mechanical arm only unloads... It unloads everything to the same side. So this is going to be really inefficient, and it's not going to work long-term. It's going to be a terrible long-term solution. Do I really want to be starting out with a terrible long-term solution? Because we are definitely going to have to come and tear this all down and make it more efficient in future. Well, that's a problem for Future Soul to deal with. Let's just do it. Do the same thing here. Splitter. In fact, we could do it even more compactly right now. Output priority. Holmium. A scrap. No, holmium ore to the left. Then load in the holmium and the stone. Okay, that doesn't work because it's putting stuff on the wrong. It's putting stuff on the other side of the splitter. Okay, so let's try that instead. Output priority left. Holmium ore. Now what should happen is the holmium ore goes onto the left side. Okay, good, good, good. That works. Which means we should be able to start processing holmium ore. Make a couple more pipes. Hey, Leon, how you doing? Are we safe here? Yes. Okay, and holmium plates. That's it. I think that's ready to go. We just need to put the recycler down again. Try and clean it up a little bit. God, there's always one. There's an inserter there that's not attached. It's not plumbed into the network. That works. That works. Okay, so then we can just have a recycler here. And big mining drill here. And go. And that should be it. Now, once again, it's going to be very messy and inefficient for now. But the main thing is that we get a bit more holmium, you know, a few more holmium plates. So I think we should just leave this run for a few minutes and see what we get. The problem is there's only a 1% chance of holmium, so we may be waiting a while for that. Oh, there's a piece. space platform's been damaged. Yeah, we know about the situation on the platform. We're probably going to lose an engine, but the rest of the platform's protected. And it is still self-sufficient with the iron and with the magazines, so we're safe. We're safe. We're probably going to lose an engine, but that's about it. Hey, Forrest, how are you doing? Welcome. How are you today? Oh, come on, we're nearly there. How many do we need? Oh, we only need 5 more, actually. Okay, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. Yeah, unfortunately, we are in the waiting stage right now. We're in the, you know, just landed on a new planet, just waiting to process things stage. Look, this is what I was afraid of. The problem is all of this stone is backing up, which means the holmium isn't getting through, even though we've got some. Already, the weakness of this machine, you know, the weakness of this system is starting to show. Oh, there we go. Electromagnetic plant researched. A crafting facility for more advanced use of magnets and electricity. Okay, this is where it gets good. This is where it gets good. Extra resources can be put into 2 recyclers pointed at each other to void them. Thank you, Namelips. Thank you. Loved the retro corner. Thank you, Forrest. Glad you enjoyed that. Okay, let's check out our new recipes then. We can now make superconductors, electrolytes, and supercapacitors. And we need 150 holmium plates to be able to make an electromagnetic plant. Okay. What we'll do for now then is... Is there any other way to void items, or is it just that recycling trick, Namelips? There's no void chest or anything? I guess we could process the stone, actually. Any extra stone that comes through, we can process into stone bricks. Needs to be wired in, though. There we go. And we have a similar problem with the solid fuel. Maybe we could just store solid fuel for now. As far as I know, use them or recycle them. Base level resources might be destroyed. Higher level resources return their components. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, I'll tell you what we could do. We could put a furnace here. Hold on, let me move this pole. We'll put a furnace here. And then I will put a... I can't put a long-armed inserter there. I can. There we go. I've cracked it. I've cracked it. Although, no, no, that's still not right, though. I only want the leftover stone to be processed. I don't want it taking stone from that end of the belt. I think it was better how we had it before. We'll put a furnace down here. And we will put a belt here. There we go. Now I've cracked it. Okay, so any spare solid fuel will go down here to be put into the furnace, and any spare stone bricks will also go through here to be processed. We do still need to figure out how we're going to offload all the cogs and concrete and processing units and everything else, but that should suffice for now. That should keep running nicely for the time being. See, now we got the opposite problem, though. Now we got too much water. We could store the water in a tank. That's the only thing I could think. Store the water in a tank. Move this... Wait, no. Where can I put this now? Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. Make a few more pipes. My water bill's gone up by 29% over the last year. Damn, Forest. It's... I know the feeling. I know it's the same for everyone, right? Just things getting so much more expensive. Electric bills, water bills. Okay, there we go. Spare water will be stored in the tank. It's messy, but it's working. You can see the vision. Spare water's going into the tank, which should help to clear the backlog of ice there. Spare solid fuel goes into this chest here, which clears that backlog. Spare stone bricks go into the furnace here, which clears that backlog. So I think we're all good. I think we're all good. We just need to keep this running long enough to get one electromagnetic plant. Once we got one electromagnetic plant, we're probably going to take all of this down, and rebuild something a bit better. Again, it's one of those things when you first start. It's like when you start a new game. You've got to get a few basic bits and pieces crafted before you can start rebuilding. There's nothing wrong with rebuilding in Factorio. I think a lot of new players get stuck on the idea of just building and building and building on top of their original base. You can start again whenever you like. Like, as soon as we've got more efficient equipment, we're just going to take all of this apart and rebuild it from scratch. You can do that. You know, don't start building a massive base around a inefficient, core system. Don't be afraid to take it all down and rebuild it bigger and better once you've got the technology to do so. The base is always a temporary base. Exactly, Namelets. The base is always temporary. Doesn't matter how big it is. I mean, look at our Nauvis base. We rebuilt. We basically rebuilt this entire left side here with all the green and red, green, and grey science. We rebuilt that. Just took it all down and started it again. This over here was rebuilt a couple of times, if I remember. The red circuit production. It's all backed up now because we're not there to keep an eye on things. But yeah, don't be afraid to rebuild everything in Factorio. Don't be afraid to just tear it all down and start again. That's how it's meant to be played, Okay, we need 150 holmium. we're getting there. We've got the processing units. We do also need some reinforced concrete. Only 50 of that. Recipe for reinforced concrete is steel, iron sticks, concrete, and water. Well, we got some spare water here, so we can do that. I think we lost the thruster. Yeah. That was always going to happen. Oh, we are, I think, in the danger zone. We're just on the edge of the danger zone, so have to watch our step right now. Reinforced concrete. And we'll just manually load in the other ingredients for now. We need how much of this? 50. That's not too bad. And we've got everything else. We just need the holmium and then this reinforced concrete. Forrest says, just bought one of those memory foam mattresses. It's rock hard. Oh. I thought they were supposed to be the opposite. I had a memory foam topper for a while, which was quite comfy actually, but I've never had like a full memory foam mattress. Okay, while we're waiting, let's make a couple more lightning rods and cover this whole island. We have one up here. One there. I don't think we need to worry about making sure every single square's covered. You know, I don't think it's likely that we're going to need to build in this specific spot here, you know. Maybe 2 or 3 more. Loving the train content over on Insta. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Draydog. Thank you very much. Yeah, the Instagram's been doing quite well. Very happy with it. I just jumped onto it expecting softness. I winded myself. Oh dear. Maybe you've got to give it time, right? Because, I mean, isn't the whole point of a memory foam mattress that it remembers the shape of your body? Like, you lay in it, you use it for a few days, and it kind of just shapes itself to you. Or something like that. Okay, that pretty much covers the island. I think we're safe enough. And if we connect these up with cables, with electric poles, then they'll provide a little boost of electric to the base as well. Says on the box I have to leave it for a few hours to plump up. There you go then. I'm not surprised there's more preserved trains than buses around, because they've been around an awful lot longer. Yeah, especially in this country, railway preservation is very good. There's so much preserved engines and railways and stuff like that. At the same time, it's always sad to think about, you know, how many engines have been scrapped and we'll never see again. But there's an amazing amount of preserved stuff out there. We've always been very big on rail preservation in this country, which is good. Did you change planets? We did, Leon. We're now on Fulgora. Okay, we haven't had any more holmium through for a while. It's because this... Right, it's because this is taking all the stone, isn't it? I knew there was going to be a problem. I knew this wasn't going to be very efficient at all. Okay, we got 30 refined concrete. We needed 50, didn't we? Let's have a bit more. Oh yeah, sorry, Forrest. I still haven't figured out how to get the watch time command to work properly. It will still just say 0 minutes. PC's too much hassle, says Draydog. I don't think it has to be. You know, you can get some good pre-built ones. Okay, we got everything we need except the holmium plates now. I think for now I'll just manually take out everything that's still in there and sort it out. Look at all these gear wheels, damn. I mean, we could be using these. We could be making circuits with these, right? Let's go sticks and cables, batteries, solid fuel, reinforced concrete, regular concrete, stone and coal in there. Well, actually, we want to keep some iron and copper out to craft stuff with. We'll put all these empty barrels in here as well. There we go. It's going good. It's going good so far. Space platform turret's out of ammo. Why? This is supposed to be self-sufficient. We might end up losing the space platform. Because we're apparently not producing enough bullets. I mean, actually, no. We don't need water up here anymore. We may as well repurpose this. We got a spare assembling machine. Let's set that to make bullets as well. Oh wait, no. Oh no, we'd need another furnace, wouldn't we? Shit. Okay, there has to be some way we can reconfigure this. There we go. Let's take some of it apart, the bits that we don't need. And then what we can do is we can move this over to here. Right, why is that not... There we go. Oh, we need more belts as well. Okay, sorry everybody. I am a little bit sidetracked right now. Just trying to set this up. We don't need to be producing water up here anymore. We can just do this. There we go. That should double our bullet output. I have a new job interview tomorrow. Nice one, Forrest. Good luck. Fun fact, the NB at the end of my name stands for... means non-binary. Made the username before I came out as trans. I guessed that it was non-binary. But I didn't know that. Probably not new for many, but they planned on keeping Eccleston for more than one series, but he quit. I actually didn't know that, Draydog. I was always under the impression that he only ever signed on for one series. There we go. Get rid of all of this. We don't need it. So now we're back to just making bullets again. I think the problem is the platform's low on power. You have to click the cargo bay and the little lightning bolt. Oh yeah, very low on power. It shouldn't be, though. We've not really got that much machinery up here. I'm just going to try and trim down as much as I can. There's less sunlight the further out you get. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, I didn't think about that. So we'd have to send some more solar panels up here to make it... to get the efficiency up. Yeah, we've only got the 6, and we don't currently have the ability to send anything up here, so... The only thing we can do really is try and reduce the footprint of the station as much as possible, so that there's less surface area to be impacted. Or, alternatively, we might just have to let it get destroyed, because I don't think we're going to be able to... Yeah, they're all out of bullets now. I don't think we're going to be able to keep up. We might have to just let it take its course. We actually ended up losing our space platform when we went to Vulcanus as well, for the same reason, that we just weren't producing enough ammo to keep it protected. To be honest, though, we're probably going to be on Fulgora for quite a while, so I don't think we need to worry too much about losing the space station and building a new one. I say we just leave it and just let it happen, you know. There's very little we can do, to be honest. I mean, it's being bombarded right now. Okay, Holmium's doing alright. You can disassemble it and drop all the pieces so they're not lost. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Delete this space platform. Did that work, or did I just delete it without disassembling it? Not just that, use the red deconstruction planet. Oh, well, never mind. Too late now. Like I say, we're going to be on this planet for a long time. I don't think we really need to worry about getting a space platform set up. Forgot how good purple is compared to TikTok because I don't have to worry about accidentally flicking off the stream. True, true. So it's pretty much just waiting now. We only need 50 more holmium plates. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. Laptop I ordered's coming with a European charger. Where's a trustworthy place to get British? Just go on Amazon. You can get them cheap on Amazon. Hey Pickle, how you doing? Good news, my mum's good and on the way home. I'm glad to hear that, Forrest. Glad she's feeling better. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. What else can we make in the meantime? Let's have a quick look. We could, to be fair, we could make a few productivity modules and speed things up a little bit. Or speed modules. We'll do speeds. I mean, should we put speed modules in the recycler? I don't know if the recycler really needs them. Although it is yeah, to be fair, the recycler's the thing that's mining the scrap in the first place, right? So maybe we should put them in there. I want to go searching in, searching for a larger island soon as well. This one down here. Do you consider yourself a trans woman? Yes, I am a trans woman, Don Silk. Okay. 3. Oh, that's better. And there's still room for one more once it's finished crafting. There we go. Oh, look at that speed. We just need the holmium. Great to see you live. Hope you had a nice day. I did, Cymru Rails. Thank you very much. How are you doing? Is there a module that will increase the chance of us getting holmium? I don't think so. I don't think any of these, like, rebalance the odds or anything, right? There must be some way to make them more efficient, though. Electromagnetic science. Well, it's going to be a while before we get that. Oh, there are a couple more pieces coming through there now, though, to be fair. And we only need... Oh, 10 more. That's it. Okay, we're nearly there. There's a high-end tech to increase scrap productivity, but it produces extra junk too. Okay, thank you, Namelets. Anyone know how much a screen replacement on an iPad Pro will set me back? No idea, Forrest, sorry. You'd use the women's toilets. That's predatory, says Don. I don't use public toilets. Oh, we're running out of ice, by the way. I think it might be a good idea if we had the debarreling machine set up as well. So if we run out of ice, we can feed in some barreled water. Actually, hang on. Yeah, we got 2.3 thousand water in this tank, so why is that not... So when you really need to go and there's nowhere but the Publix, where would you go? I wouldn't go. Is that the answer that you need to hear? I wouldn't go. Like quite a few trans people, I would rather just not take the risk. If I'm in public and I need the toilet, I would genuinely rather just hold my bladder and risk getting a fucking UTI than going to a public toilet, because it's just not worth me risking myself like that just because some arsehole like you might be in there and decides that I don't belong. Anyway, Don's gone, everybody. Everybody say bye to Don. We just lost him. What a shame. What recipe am I looking for? Oh, debarreling water. There we go. No power. Oh, the whole system's lost power. We got solar panels. We'll put one of those down. Yeah, I'm really not in the mood to have an argument about bathrooms today. I'll be honest with you. Suffice to say that yes, for quite a lot of trans people, the option, it literally does come down to either go into the toilet and risk being harassed, or hold your bladder and risk getting a UTI. That's it. That's the decision that you make. My best friend's trans and I have to go with him to the bathroom sometimes just to make sure he stays safe. It's sad that's the world we live in. Exactly, Max. Exactly. The only time I would ever consider using a public toilet is when there is somebody with me. Because you literally can't win, is the thing. Like, if I go into the women's toilets, somebody's gonna get pissed off. If I go into the men's toilets, somebody's gonna get pissed off. There's no right option. If I'm out in public as a trans person, I cannot go into either toilet without somebody getting pissed off. And I don't want that risk, so I just don't use public toilets, full stop, ever. I can't stay, but want to say you look cute today. Thank you, Catastrophic. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's nice to get a compliment after arguing with a transphobe about whether I should be allowed to piss. You're always welcome in the women's when I'm around. Thank you. Thank you, Catastrophic. I appreciate that. Like I say, the only time I would ever consider using a public toilet is when someone's there with me. And I have been into the women's a couple of times when I've been with my sister or, you know, somebody like that. But on my own, it's absolutely just not worth the risk. Oh, we got all the holmium, by the way. Let's make an electromagnetic plant, then. Oh, made inside an assembling machine. Right, well, we got plenty of those. There we go. I've been several times in a row to escort trans friends for their safety. Thank you for doing that, Catastrophic. Thank you for, you know, being there to support your trans friends. People who get mad about where people pee are bonkers to me. Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? Stream going okay? It is, Charlie. Funny thing is, I'm non-binary anyway. Is an electromagnetic plant like some kind of Tesla plant? Basically, Sabby, yeah. From what I understand. Let's put it down and see what it does. Select a recipe for assembling. Right, so we want to make... We need to make all three of these. Superconductors, electrolytes, and supercapacitors. And they can only be made in electromagnetic plants. So that means we need to make 3... Chromium, heavy... Oh, heavy oil. Where are we getting heavy oil from? Oh no, it's just stepped up. Oh, I was making a plant tree pot. Oh, I see you, Sabby, I see. How do we process, how do we do liquid processing? Because it specifically says that the recycler doesn't do liquid. Fluid ingredients are not retained. They have inherent productivity, which is nice. You can export them to Nauvis and use them for your circuits to get more yield. Ah, you can get heavy oil from the oil seas nearby, just need an offshore pump. Thank you, Namelips. Catastrophic says, genuinely 20 years ago people didn't really care. I hope we get back to that. Honestly, 10 years ago people didn't really care. The whole modern anti-trans movement literally was started about 10 years ago. Genuinely, one day the far right just decided, let's go for trans people. Why not? And like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I'm not saying that transphobia didn't exist, but literally 2000, like the early to mid 2000s, it nowhere near the level that we have today. Literally, just one day, the far right decided, let's make trans people our next scapegoat. And here we are 10 years later, and people still haven't fucking realised that it's literally all just propaganda. The whole modern anti-trans movement is just propaganda. But it's very difficult to convince someone that they've been propagandized, you know what I mean? It's very easy to make someone fall for propaganda. It's very difficult to convince someone that they've fallen for propaganda, right? So that's how you end up in a situation like this 10 years later, where so many people just believe so much misinformation about trans people. And it can feel like there's no real way out of this. But we'll get there. That's what you just have to keep telling yourself, you know. We will win in the end. It's going to be an uphill battle for sure, but anyone who thinks that in 50 years' time trans people are going to be, like, looked back on as, like, a dark period in our history is stupid. You really think that as society progresses, trans people aren't going to become more accepted? 50 years' time, again, you can say that I'm exaggerating, but in 50 years' time, people are going to look back on today the way that we look at the civil rights movement in the 1960s. You know, they're going to look at the way trans people are treated today, the way that we look at how black people were treated in 1960s America. Anyway, back to the game. Sorry. We were going to try and get heavy oil. We were going to make some mining drills. Some pumps, sorry, pump jacks. Like you said in your video, trans people will always exist. Exactly. Or gay people joining the illegal years. Again, exactly. Section 28 in the UK. The modern anti-trans movement is literally just word for word. It's the exact same rhetoric that was used against gay people. Like, literally in the 1980s, women didn't want lesbians to use women's toilets. For the exact same reason that they don't want trans women to use women's toilets today. Like, I'm not even joking. It's the exact, word for word, the exact same thing. We don't want lesbians sharing toilets with us because they might try and grope us or whatever. Exactly the same thing they're saying about trans people today. It's so obvious that it's just purely recycled homophobia. You know, the exact same stuff they were saying about gay people and lesbians in the 80s is what they're saying about trans people today. And so many people refuse to see it. Anything to deflect attention from the billionaires building the planet? Exactly. Burning the planet, sorry. That's the thing. If you, it's a lot harder. It's a lot easier for you know, those in power to hold on to their power if they keep us fighting each other. Because as soon as we stop fighting each other, we start fighting them. You know what I mean? It's literally just divide and conquer, right? Keep everyone arguing, keep everyone blaming each other for their problems, and they'll never blame the people who are actually to blame, right? Building a planet, says Max. What are the politicians doing? Building the Death Star? Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if Elon Musk's building a Death Star as we speak. Oh no, fuel, that's the problem. Duck for dinner? Nice one, Charlie. Enjoy. I mean, he did. It's called a Cybertruck. Death Star's too confident for those people. More Spaceballs. Yeah, yeah. Now that you mention it. Right. So where do we put these pump jacks then? Because it doesn't seem like we have the option to place them down anywhere out here. On to lighter topics. How's the weather? Is it brutally hot yet? It is. It has been roasting here today. That's why I'm not wearing any makeup today, because I was just... It's so hot that I just didn't even want to attempt to put any makeup on. I'm going to be out all day tomorrow as well. I'm going to the Spring Diesel Gala at the Great Central Railway in Loughborough. So I'm going to be out all day in this. Which I am excited for. It's going to be a nice hot day, but I have a feeling it's going to be too hot, you know? Right, so I can't just put these down anyway. There's something I'm missing. Is it at least sunny up here? It's at least sunny up here, but still quite cool, says Savvy. Yeah, it's very hot here. It's 16 right now. It feels like more though because there's no breeze at all. It's completely still. I've got my desk fan on because it's just roasting in here. Mustache, I have a date. Wish me luck. Good luck. Catastrophic. Have fun. Or Cat, sorry, I forgot. I must remember to call you Cat. Have fun. Hope it goes well. I live over the wall in the frozen north, says Sabi. Oh, do you live in that far-off land of bagpipes and haggis, Sabi? Imagine if the government had their hands on a TARDIS, says Draydog. Oh, God, imagine... I mean, literally, Kate Stewart said in one episode, didn't she? Imagine Americans with the power to rewrite history. Offshore pump, not a pump jack. Right. Okay, thank you, Namelips. Thank you. Right, where is protected? I think, yeah, the south side of the island is probably the best place for this, then. Oh, there's the music again. Oh, and this just goes straight to heavy oil. Right. The wild haggis' call. Oh, I've always wanted to see one in the flesh, you know. Heavy oil, okay, right. We're going to need three. We're going to need 3 electromagnetic plants, right? One for superconductors, one for electrolytes, and one for supercapacitors. I think it might be a better idea if we concentrate on making 3 of these, and then take everything apart and start building a new system. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make another recycler. They don't come too close to the house. The cats scare them. Has your cat ever brought home a haggis, Sabi? Okay. Oh wait, hang on. There, that's what I'm gonna do. Put one there. And I'm going to load some scrap into this. What exactly is haggis, says Max? Well, it's a small animal. It's a rodent. It's got longer one side of its body has longer legs than the other, so that it can run along the sides of hills. And obviously they're well known to be a great delicacy. And they're soothed by the sound of bagpipes. They wouldn't share such prime morsels with us. True. And they're actually tartan coloured, like underneath their fur. Their skin has a tartan pattern on it. You know, like how zebras are striped underneath? I didn't know it was an animal. I thought it was only for foods. Should we tell him? Should we tell him? They're not real, Max. They're not real. It's a little joke that Scottish people like to play on non-Scottish people. They don't actually exist. There's no such animal as a haggis. It's actually made. Isn't it like it's like sheep's stomach or something like that? I don't know what actual real haggis is made of, to be honest. But no, there isn't actually an animal called a haggis. It's just a little bit of an in-joke A little bit of a wind-up that Scottish people like to play with non-locals. Did we really had you going, didn't we, Max? We got you for a second. We told the Southerners they aren't real, they're being overhunted, so we need to let the numbers recover. Oh yeah, actually, yeah. That's true. It's a psyop within a psyop, you know. We have to convince people that they don't exist so that they don't come across the border and hunt them. Oh my god, look at all these gears. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is bad actually. I knew this was going to happen. I said this was going to happen. Stuff with lungs and kidneys and stuff. Yeah, exactly, name it. Right. A haggis is basically a sheep's stomach with the rest of the sheep inside it. That's... It sounds really gross, but... I mean, no more gross than any other meat product, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean... Imagine if you took a sheep and stuffed its entire body into its stomach. That's haggis. That's how haggis is made. Remember, the national animal of Scotland is the unicorn. That's true, yeah. Scotland, the national animal of Scotland is actually a unicorn, which I think is really cool. Okay, can we get some more scrap from somewhere? I think we're going to have to mine up some of these ruins. They hunted the unicorns to make haggis out of their bits. That's true. During the Second World War, you know, when rationing was in effect, they couldn't use real haggis, so unicorns were used as a replacement for haggis during wartime. But then that caused the unicorn population to decrease, so it kind of, you know, it was... didn't really help. Time for more coffee. Have a coffee, Max. Have yourself a coffee. I think you're gonna need it. Unicorns used to hunt haggis. They spiked them on their horn. That was the origin of the kebab. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Savvy. Thank you for the history lesson. What am I doing right now? I've gotten so distracted by all this haggis and unicorn talk. I've lost what's actually happening in the game right now. We're trying to process holmium still. Wartime unicorn hunting is also where spam came from. I do like a good bit of spam. You got a good community here? Thank you, Celticus. We have fun, you know. I'm gonna need a pint after the stream, says Max. Oh, Savvy says, while you're enjoying yourself at the gala tomorrow, I'll be hosting a payday quiz at work. Nice one, Savvy. Do you like the name? I do, Calicus, yeah. It's good. Processed holmium is not good for haggis, you want fresh. Unfortunately, we can't get fresh holmium at the moment. All ready for tomorrow then, Saul? I am. I'm very excited. And I don't have to get up as early this time. When I went to the East Lancashire, I had to get up at 4. But tomorrow, I only have to get up at 5. It's going to be a good day, though. I'm not going to be there as long, either. I was out for 14 hours last time. I'm only going to be out of the house for about 12 hours tomorrow. Early night, then? Yep, absolutely. Probably be in bed around 10-ish. Long day either way. Yeah, it is going to be a long day, Sabby. Worth it, though. And obviously I'll be getting as much... taking as many photos and videos as I can for the Insta. Breakfast stream? Not tomorrow, sorry. There'll be no breakfast stream tomorrow. I will be on the train at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Nicer trains than I'll be dealing with tomorrow. Yeah, to be fair, that's the great thing. Oh, who just followed? Thank you for following. Oh, Tonya 2040. Thank you very much. The great thing about heritage railways is, you know, you can ride some of the trains that sadly we just don't get anymore. You know, we don't get that level of quality. I mean, it makes you proud to be British, you know? It does. My next stream is going to be Sunday, Leon, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to update that. Yeah, it should be a good time, though. It's going to be my first visit to the Great Central. It's the only, well, they call themselves the only mainline preserved railway, the only mainline heritage railway in Britain, because their entire line is double track, which is crazy. There's no other heritage railway that's quite that extensive. Most of them are single track. And it means that they can have a very intense operating schedule as well. So I'm gonna be riding around on trains all day. And it should be good fun. Oh, we are going to need a bit more reinforced concrete, aren't we? Refined concrete. Okay, we'll get that on the go. No breakfast stream tomorrow? No, not tomorrow, Charlie. Grew up near the West Somerset, so I went to that as a kid. Oh, lovely. West Somerset is a lovely railway. I've not been myself, but I've driven it on Train Simulator, the West Somerset. Bit too far away for me, but I'd like to visit it. My nearest heritage railway is the Keighley and Worth Valley, which I've been to a few times. Absolutely amazing heritage railway in the Yorkshire Dales. I'm going there next month, actually, for their spring gala. They're doing a week-long bank holiday gala this year, which is going to be really good. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to go every day because I can't afford it, but no, it'll be a nice day out. What's the plan for tomorrow like? What train, etc.? What are you taking with you? I didn't take anything with me last time. Just my phone and battery pack to recharge it. I don't take any food or drink with me because they've got like cafes and all sorts of stuff like that. In fact, I think there's a few dining cars, a few dining services through the day as well, so I might be able to eat on the train. Not the train to get there, the train at the Heritage Railway, you know what I mean? Bowness and Kinelly is my closest now. Oh, that's a lovely one as well. I'll tell you where I want to go. I think I might end up doing it either next month or the month after. The Bolton and Emsey and Bolton Abbey Steam Railway in Skipton, they do a curry night. And you turn up at like 6 o'clock, and they do like a dine-in service with curry, so you can have a curry on the train. I think that'd be really cool to try. They do all sorts of like catered experiences at the Emsey and Bolton Abbey. They do a breakfast one as well. They do like a fish dinner. They do that at the Wensleydale Railway as well in Northallerton. I want to go to the Wensleydale Railway. They do a fish and chips service. Okay, it all seems to be going quite well at the moment. We can make our second plant now, our second chemical plant, or electromagnetic plant. But we still need one more. You get a lot more. We've got a lot more down south there. We'll probably get on the Strathspey at some point when I'm up at Aviemore. To be fair, there's heritage railways everywhere, you know. In fact, there's a really great interactive map. If you just go to Google and type in UK heritage railway map, there's a really great map. The website's www.heritagerailways.com. In fact, I could just put a link in the chat. And it's a fully interactive map. You can click on any of the icons and it'll take you to the website for that railway. But yeah, oh, so many. Definitely a lot more concentrated in England, but... And there's loads in Wales. There's loads over on the west coast of Wales as well. But yeah, check that out. If you're interested in heritage railways, anybody, and you want to know like where your nearest one is and stuff like that, check out that website. It's a really good resource. I don't know if I can put it in the TikTok chat because it's going to get marked as a link. Oh, I can. And I'll put it on YouTube as well. If you want to know, if you live in the UK, you want to know where your nearest heritage railway is, check that out. I want to go to the Isle of Man at some point too. They have some cool looking stuff. Yes, there's the Isle of Man Light Railway, which is narrow gauge, and then there's the Manx Electric Railway. Both would be really cool to visit. And I also just want to go to the Isle of Man just in general, because I've never been. Hi Marika, how you doing? Okay, I'm gonna have to take down some more ruins, I'm afraid. Looks like a really nice place. It does. It looks absolutely gorgeous. we're talking about island, the island of Sodor, is because TikTok's just disconnected. TikTok doesn't want you to hear this story. So the reason that Wilbur Awdry called his island in Thomas and Friends or in the Railway series, the reason he called it the island of Sodor is because in real life there is a diocese of the Church of England called the Diocese of Sodor and Man. But Sodor isn't actually a real place. Like, the Isle of Man exists, but the Isle of Sodor doesn't. So Wilbur Awdry decided to make it. And that's why the island in Thomas the Tank Engine is called the Island of Sodor. Fun fact. Can we get some more scrap for this? What was that? Was that music or... Yeah, it's music. Okay, I thought it was a thing. I thought a thing was happening. I missed the fun fact, which was being dumb. Oh, sorry, Marika. I'll repeat it. So the reason, in Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, the reason that the island is called the Island of Sodor is because the author, Wilbur Awdry, he was a reverend in the Church of England, and there's a diocese in the Church of England called the Diocese of Sodor and Man. So the Bishop of the Island of Man is officially called the Bishop of Sodor and Man. But Sodor doesn't exist, so that's why he decided to name his fictional island Sodor. And in the Thomas and Friends canon, the island of Sodor is, like, next to the Isle of Man. But yeah, that's why. He inserted some of his, some of his real-life knowledge as a reverend of the Church of England, which is pretty cool. And speaking of Thomas and Friends, by the way, I noticed on Steam today there's just been some patch notes released for Wonders of Sodor. Seems like this is the first major patch that they've done since the game came out. Seems like there's a lot of bug fixes, quality of life changes, stuff like that. So I might check it out. I don't know if we're going to play it again on stream until any DLC comes out, but you know how much I enjoyed playing Wonders of Sodor in the last couple of times that we played it. I'm definitely going to play it again at some point. I'm just not sure when that's going to be. But yeah, they're releasing their first major patch for it in a couple of days. Gabriel on YouTube says, I love to play this game while listening to Power Rangers. Nice one. The back, have fun. I have to get back to work. Have a great day. See you later, Gabriel. Thanks for the comment. I'm reading the Wikipedia on the Isle of Man now, says Marika. Oh, that's my favourite thing to do, is to go on a Wikipedia deep dive, you know. Whenever I find something interesting, I love to just look it up on Wikipedia and just read the whole page. And then you go down the rabbit hole and go to all the other interconnected pages, you know. It's fun. A Wikipedia deep dive is a fun way to spend your afternoon, honestly. Okay, how are we doing for holmium? We're getting there. We are getting quite close now. We just need a few more holmium plates. I love zooming in and looking at the animations as well. Really cool. See, the problem is we just don't get enough holmium, though. The holmium ore is what's really slowing us down at the minute. Because there's only a 1% chance of getting it. Did not know the Isle of Man's not part of the UK. No, it's a Crown dependency, I believe. You really need a bigger island with lots of miners and recyclers. We will do, Namelips. Once we've got the equipment that we need to start making the electromagnetic science, we'll start looking for a bigger island. Yeah, so the Isle of Man, it's weird. It's a Crown dependency, so it's not part of the UK, but it's I guess it's part of the British Empire, technically. There's, like, certain rules and laws of the UK that it has to adhere to, but it has a level of independence from it as well. It's kind of the same with, like, all the British overseas territories and stuff like that. Like, you know, like the Sandwich Islands and Canary Islands. There's, like, 15 different types of legal distinction for the various islands around the world that are part of the British, you know, collection. I genuinely don't know how to describe it. There's overseas territories, there's Crown dependencies, there's obviously Commonwealth territories. It's all a complicated mess. Do you have a job, says QM? I do. My job is making videos and streaming. And I love it. I love every second of it. Come on, we just need more holmium. It's literally just the holmium. The only thing letting us down. How'd you grow an account, says QM? Consistency. Consistency's key. That doesn't mean post every day. I do post every day on TikTok, but posting every day isn't the only thing you need to do. You need to... I think the main thing is that your uploads have to have a consistent quality to them. Like, people need to know what to expect from you. That you need to have, like, a solid, established, like, pattern. And I know that's a bit rich for me to say, because I do videos on all kinds of different topics, but I try to make sure that every video is consistent quality-wise, you know? And the other thing is, as well, you need to network. And that is a mistake that I've made in the past, is not networking. You need to, not only do you need to post, you need to see what other people are posting, and you need to, like, talk to other creators and engage with the community a bit more. When I first started, I just used to log on to TikTok, post my video, and then log off. And same when I started live streaming, I never used to watch anybody else's streams. I used to just log on, do my stream, and then go away. That doesn't really help you grow. You need to watch other people's videos and streams as well. You know, market research kind of thing. You need to see what other people are doing, and not copy it, but, you know, take inspiration from it. You can get a bit of holmium ore by exploring and finding Fulgora formations. Thank you, Namelips. We've cleared pretty much everything on this island, but we will head out to the others soon. But yeah, that's the two best pieces of advice I can give. You know, be consistent in what you do, and engage with the community. Engage with your own community, like talking to viewers and stuff like that, but engage with the larger community as well. See what other creators are doing. You don't get paid from TikTok. I don't get paid from TikTok directly. No, I don't have. I'm not part of the Creator Rewards program. You need 10,000 followers for that. I do have my Patreon supporters, and I am affiliated on Purple. It's a lot easier to grow on Purple, I will say, if you're just getting started, particularly with streaming. Another good piece of advice is try and have a presence on multiple platforms. Don't put all of your effort into one platform, because if something happens to that platform, you're kind of done for. You know what I mean? So I don't just post on TikTok, I post on YouTube as well. I've got an Insta, I've got Twitter and Blue Sky. I've obviously got Purple where I do my live streams. You have to have a presence across multiple places, you know what I mean? Redeem your coins from gifters. That's true as well. Yes, thank you, Charlie. So people can send gifts during the stream, and you can redeem those for money as well. I think I've got about £3 in gifts at the minute still to redeem, and I appreciate all of that, of course. Make sure you have reliable internet as well, says Max. Yeah, I mean, my internet's not the most reliable, but it's good enough to get by. Particularly for streaming, you want a decent internet connection. Less so for videos, obviously. As long as your internet's good enough to be able to upload the videos, then you're fine. Don't worry about being too high quality, though. You know, don't worry about filming your videos in 4K or anything like that. You can literally just start with a phone camera. I still just film most of my videos on my phone, and I've only got a cheap webcam. You know, you don't need to break the bank straight away. That's another mistake I think a lot of people make when they're starting out, is they think, you know, oh, I have to buy this really expensive microphone, I have to buy this really expensive webcam. You really don't. You can start with very cheap stuff. Because people are not watching for the quality. If you do it right, people are watching for you, right? And obviously, one day, I'll be able to, you know, stream in 4K and have a super high quality webcam and stuff like that, but it doesn't need to be a priority. As long as you are an entertaining person, and as long as you keep people interested, people don't mind if the quality's a little bit, you know, on the lower side. As long as you're not like streaming in 144p at 2 frames per second, you'll be all right. I'm gonna just go shut my curtain real quick, because as you can see, the sun is right in my eye just now. 1 second. Okay, there we go, I'm back. The sun is attacking, this means war, says Max. Yeah, it was literally hitting directly into my... right into my cornea there. Beaming straight on in there. Okay, we're running low on stone again. What time is it, by the way? It's 10 to 7. Wow. Another stream that's absolutely flown by. Great stream today. Although, who knows? It could have a really disappointing ending. I could have a heart attack right now. You don't know. I probably will from all the fucking monster that I drink, to be honest. Okay, we only need 20 more holmium plates. We are so close. And just to confirm, we only need 3 of these, right? We only need 1 for the superconductors, 1 for the electrolytes, 1 for the supercapacitors. Those are the only 3 that we need. All of these other things can be done in a regular assembling machine. Come on, we're so close. We're so close. Get some more scrap. There's not much left. Oh, there we go. 10 more. Come on, come on, come on, please. Yeah, I've already got a feeling that this planet is... It's going to be very difficult to manage our storage on this planet. We're just going to end up with chests full of crap everywhere. Did the stream end, says Forrest? No, we're still here. There we go. Okay. Oh. We already have... Okay. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It says you've been live for 17 minutes. Oh, it may... Yeah, might have been a brief... It happened on TikTok as well. Brief dip in connection. Sorry about that. If that's the case. Okay, we got 3 electromagnetic plants. Right. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to quickly head down to the south here. I want to see if we can find a slightly bigger island. Because I think I'm ready to move the base now. Before we end up with too much stuff to take with us, because those chests are going to fill up really quickly. Oh, this is much better. Much, much better. Look at this. Yeah, this is good. This is twice the size of that island. I mean, I'm sure there's even bigger islands if we go further. Let me do a quick save. And we'll wander a little bit further. We should put down some radars, actually, because they'll find some bigger islands for us, I'm sure. Okay, I see one to the southeast. It even has a scrap deposit. Not all islands do. Oh, okay. Thanks for the heads up, Namelips. Yeah, this one here looks pretty empty. Big as well, which is a shame. Like, quite a nice sized island, but yeah, this is just barren. I mean, I think We can go for this one. This one, it is at least bigger than our current one. And like I was saying earlier, we can always take it all down and move to an even bigger island later on. You know what I mean? Let's go to this one for now. Oh, hold on. What's this? There's one here that could be worth checking out. A bit smaller. There's a nice cluster here, though. I'm guessing that... I'm guessing the reason these rail support foundations are locked behind the electromagnetic science pack is because we can build them across the oil oceans, yeah? Yeah, allow building elevated rails on the deep parts of the oil ocean. So if once we get that research, we can connect all of the islands together. Remember to look for Fulgorite. It looks like a spindly rock formation. Thank you, Namelips. I'll keep my eye out for it. You can currently build them on the shallow parts. Oh, okay, so we could build railway tracks on this part here, even though it's... Let me just make some. Oh, well, we need the supports, don't we? I'll try it out, though. I think this is where... We'll set up our base here for now, though. Let me just put down some chests, and I'm going to bring all the stuff over. Needs to be the elevated rail pylons. Yeah, we need some reinforced concrete. Just take what we can. Okay, we might have to come back for these. Yeah, we'll have to come back for these because we won't be able to carry everything. I think we've picked everything up, though, right? There's nothing... Yeah, there's no buildings, no constructibles left behind. There's just a few cogwheels and steel. You can use accumulators to store the power collected by lightning rods. Thank you, Namelips. I didn't realise that. We will definitely do that. Okay, just gonna dump everything out for now. Like the mustache, thank you, AE Flicks. It's all natural. Can we drive on this, by the way? Can we drive a car across the oil ocean? Because if so, that could make things a little bit faster for us in future. I think I'm going to put down some radar dishes as well, so we can start searching for a bigger island. Not without a more advanced version of Foundation. Okay, okay. Each island has to be self-contained for power. Right. I see. Okay. Let me make a few more steel chests, and we'll start by sorting our stuff out a little bit. Just take stock of what we've got. Is there a quicker way to transfer all, by the way? Like, transfer all of a certain material? God, look at all those cogwheels, man. Hello, Darius. How you doing? Control right click. That's not... Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. Have to do it a few times, though. Oh, control left click does it. So what's control right click actually doing then? It's doing something. Click right half. Right click picks up half a stack. Right. Okay. So, let me do a save. And let's see... Put one of these down. I want to see what the recipes are. Superconductor, copper, plastic, holmium, and light oil. Right, so we're going to need a refinery to make the light oil. Electrolytes need heavy oil and holmium solution, which we get from processing the holmium. Supercapacitors need batteries, electronic circuits. Right. Okay. So... if we look at scrap, right, this is a complete product list, right? We can't get anything that's not on the list. These are the only things that we can get from scrap. Because if these are the only things we can get from scrap, then we can just set up a chest for each one of those, right? Although, even then, we're still going to have problems. Like, for example, the gear chest is already completely full. But these are the only these are the only materials that we can get from recycling. Yeah, so all we need really is a chest for each one of these. Because I think that might be the best place to start, is with a sorting system. If we just pop down like 5 recyclers or something like that. Oh, this scrap deposit's not very good, by the way. There's actually a much better one over there. I'm already regretting my decision to come to this island. Look at that. 130k. Any better? Oh, 134, 138. Okay, that's the best spot we're gonna get. Where was it again? 138. Right. Okay. So, we do have 2 recyclers. Oh, we are just outside the safe zone here, by the way. We should probably put down a lightning rod. There we go. So this mines 6.5 per second. And this processes 0.5. Right, so what? Hang on. Okay, 0.2 seconds to process 1 piece of scrap. This works at half speed, so this can process 1 piece of scrap every 0.4 seconds. Which means in 1 second it will process 2.5 pieces of scrap. I think, if my math's right. So the recycler processes 2.5 scrap per second. This mines 6.5 scrap per second. We could quite easily fuel 2 recyclers with just the 1 mining drill in that case. So let's do that. Let's put a splitter here. Put our 2 recyclers down. There we go. And then it's all going to go onto a conveyor belt. We'll put it all onto 1 belt like this. Now the question is, how are we going to sort this into the chests? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 possible products from the recycling. The trouble is, though, we can't just put them all in a row like this, because some stuff might go past without being picked up properly. I mean, I guess we could have just like a feedback loop. No, because then they're all going to go onto the left-hand side. I got called into work. I'll catch you next time. Thank you for joining, Nameless. We'll hopefully see you for some more Factorio soon. Okay, I'm thinking we could do this, perhaps? And then we just set these to each of the possible outcomes. So iron gear wheels. Solid fuel. Concrete, ice, steel plates. Battery, stone, advanced circuit. Stone. There we go. Advanced circuit. Copper cable, processing unit, low density structure, holmium ore. I haven't made this long enough. There we go. And holmium ore. There we go. Now we can start to fill some of these with the ones that we've already got, right? Except for the gear wheels. We got so many gear wheels, I don't really want to be clogging up this chest with them. We'll just keep them out. We'll just have a chest completely filled with gear wheels over there. No ice. We don't have any ice at all. Okay. I think that should work. Oh, look! Oh, did you see that? It actually did give it a little spark of electricity just then when this lightning rod got hit. That's cool. Okay, so just to test that this works, I'm going to put down a couple of solar panels. We are going to have to wait till it gets light again, though. Hold on. Let me organize this a little bit better. Maybe we should just clear some ruins. There we go, that'll do. And is it working? It's working. Now you need to put down accumulators? Yes, thank you, old gamer dude. We do need some accumulators made. Where are they? I can't find them. There. Iron plates and batteries. Oh, we can make some of those right now, actually, because we got loads of batteries. Make a few of those. Honestly, solar power might not be a bad idea on this planet. As long, because the accumulators will store, as you know, any that we get during the day. Oh, that's not going to work. Damn it. No, they'd have to be put in like a cross shape. And even then, they're not going to reach the corners. What's the most compact way that we can arrange solar panels? Nine. Maybe. That might work. Will the cable reach though? Yes, it will. Okay. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Get rid of that one. That's it. Substations, yeah, we'll definitely get substations in future, but this is a pretty nice compact arrangement for now. Okay, it's not producing anywhere near enough, so we are still going to need a lot more, obviously, but this works. For the time being. Is there no streams this weekend, says Matt? Next stream is going to be Sci-Fi Sunday. So we'll be playing Subnautica again. Oh, we're one solar panel short. And we don't have iron either. Oh, God, that's annoying. Right, that'll have to do then. We'll put an accumulator in the gap. In fact, no, if we do this. There we go. Okay. We're accumulating. I mean, we're still not producing anywhere near as much. It is nighttime right now, though, so... Recycle gears to get iron plates? Ah. There we go, that'll do. That's it. There we go. We're off to a good start. We are off to a good start. We just need to start processing all of this now, because these are going to very quickly fill up. And obviously, once they do... Well, once they do, the machines will just stop working, won't they? So it's not that big of a deal, really. Okay, next step. We need to start getting these electromagnetic plants working, I think. I'm going to head off for dinner, catch you another time. Thank you for joining, Sabby. We'll see you later. Okay, copper, plastic bars, holmium plates. Right. I see how it works now. So we need to get more recyclers. We need to recycle the ingredients that we get from the scrap. Let me just do a test. So if I put batteries in here, we get iron and copper back. Right. So if I put a blue circuit in there, we get green circuits back and red. How would we get plastic then? Low density structures? Okay, low density structures recycle to plastic. How you doing? Sorry I'm late, I just got back from the airport. I'm good, STFC. How are you doing? So low density structures recycle to plastic, which is what we need for the superconductor. Superconductor needs copper, plastic, holmium, and light oil. There's no more efficient way to get holmium, though, is there? That's the thing. Holmium is really gonna hold us up. Oh, wow. Crazy how quick this thing works. Okay. Might be a good idea to disable these for a little bit, because we are already getting quite a lot of material. I need to start thinking about how we're going to reverse engineer this stuff and recycle it all back to get the ingredients that we need. So this is going to take some figuring out. How's the new planet been? Good so far, STFC. Good so far. A lot of complicated recipes that we're being introduced to for the first time, so it's going to be... It's definitely going to be a learning curve. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to figure it out. Sorry. So what I'm thinking is we will start with... Oh, I honestly don't know. We should have brought some logistics robots with us. Okay. The raw ingredients that we're going to need. Let me make a note of the raw ingredients that we're going to need to make everything that we need to make. So the superconductors are copper plates, 1 copper plate, 1 plastic bar, 1 holmium plate, 5 light oil. I might have to get on the Factorio calculator at some point to see if we can figure out a nice setup for this. 5 seconds crafting time. Okay, and that's for 2 superconductors. Right, 10 electrolytes. That's going to cost us 1 stone, 10 heavy oil, 10 holmium solution. And that's a 5-second crafting time. And then finally the supercapacitor, which requires the superconductor and electrolyte. That's going to use 1 battery, 4 electronic circuits. Two holmium plates. Two superconductors and 10 electrolytes. You know what? I should be sharing my screen instead, so that you can see the calculations that I'm doing right now. Let me turn off game capture and put on display capture instead. Okay, there we go. Let me do the same on TikTok. There we go. Okay, so instead of capturing the game, I'm capturing my entire screen now, so you can see the you can see what I'm writing down. Be right back. Gotta take the dog out. No worries, Max. No worries. So this is what we need. That takes 10 seconds to craft. I'm going to try and work this out without the crafting calculator. So I notice 2 superconductors and 10 electrolytes. That is how many we get from those respective recipes. So we do only need 1 machine for each of these. 1 machine for superconductors, 1 machine for electrolytes. The crafting time is 10 seconds for the supercapacitor, though. So theoretically, we could have 2 machines making the supercapacitors. But 1 of each will do for now. So if we were to trace this back to the raw materials, we are going to need... Let's focus on the holmium first. 1 holmium plate, 10 holmium solution, 2 holmium plates. So in total, that's 3... Right, let's have the total down here. 3 holmium plate and 10 holmium solution. I've spelt plate wrong. And each individual holmium plate takes 20 holmium solution. So that's going to be 60. That's going to be 70 holmium solution in total. That's the total amount of raw solution we're going to need. We get 100 holmium solution from 2 water. From 2 holmium ore. That's not bad. That's not a bad exchange. So I'm working it out. So we only need 1 chemical plant then, I think. This has got a 10-second craft time. So this is going to craft 10 holmium per second. We are going to need 70 divided by 5, which is 14. We're going to need 14 per second, and this is going to make 10. So maybe we should have 2 machines for the chemical plants. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise that I was putting... the display capture is over the top of my face cam. 1 second. There we go, sorry about that. Okay, 70 holmium. So we're going to need 2 chemical plants. I'm working it out. I'm getting there. 2 chemical plants for holmium. 2 chemical plants for holmium. For holmium solution. Wait, no. Oh, I didn't take this into account. Hang on. Rewind a second. So we need 14 holmium solution per second. No, we need 4... Yeah, we need 14 holmium solution per second, which is 2 chemical plants. We need 3 holmium plates every 5 seconds. So we only need to be making 1 plate, less than 1 plate per second. So we only need 1 assembly machine for the holmium plates. Okay. 1 assembly machine. Holmium plates. See, this is the part of Factorio that I never show on stream. Is the working out exactly how many machines you're going to need to be able to make things as efficient as possible. This is like a core part of the experience that I've never really showed on stream before. We're working things out, you know, we're calculating. Okay, so that's going to get us all the holmium solution we need. 2 chemical plants and 1 assembling machine. We can... well, we can't cross these off, but I can mark them with an X to show that we've figured those out. Okay, so then we're going to need heavy oil and light oil. Let's focus on that. 10 heavy oil every 5 seconds, which is 2 heavy oil. So we're going to need 2 heavy oil per second. That shouldn't be a problem with a offshore pump. That should get us more than that anyway. Where is the offshore pump? Extracts fluids at a rate of 1200 per second. Yeah, okay, so we don't need to worry about that. We do need to worry about making the light oil, though. We're going to need 1 light oil per second, which is going to require a chemical plant. 30 light oil, 15 per second. Yeah, so we're only going to need 1 of those as well. So 1 chemical plant for light oil. My friend just recommended Jackass. Anyone heard of it? I've heard of it, I've not seen it. So technically I won't write down the offshore pumps, but we are going to need 1 of those as well. Okay, everything else here, I believe... Stone... We'll get stone from the recyclers, so we don't need to worry about that. We get batteries and electronic circuits from the recyclers. We don't get plastic bars or copper plates from the recyclers. They need to be... Well, not from recycling scrap. Plastic bars are recycled batteries, and copper plates are recycled copper cables. So we're going to need 1 recycler for copper cables. Or copper plates, rather. And we're going to need 1 recycler for plastic bars. I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to need, really. 2 chemical plants, 3 chemical plants total, 1 assembling machine, 2 recyclers. Okay. I think we can switch back over to just the game capture now, then. Right. Where's my note just gone? That's it. Okay, 2 chemical plants, 1 assembling machine. You can also get plastic from red circuits. Okay, thank you, old gamer dude. That's a good point, actually. So if we do that, then we don't need to recycle any of the batteries, because we also need the batteries for another step. So we need to make 2 more recyclers. Oh, actually, I've got a recycler here, so we'll make 1 more recycler. We've already got the chemical plants, and we've already got the assembling machine. Now we just need to figure out how to order these. Let's clear some space. Okay, there we go. Right, so... recycler for red circuits and a recycler for batteries. No, not for batteries. Recycler for copper cables. What else do we get, though? Hold on. I need to double check what other materials we get. Okay. Oh, recycling red circuits gives us plastic and copper cables. And recycling copper cables... Whoa, not that many. That gives us the copper plates. Right. So we are going to need to offload the green circuits and copper cables. What we could do then is... we'll put red circuits in here. We'll filter... Hold on. We'll filter green circuits this way. We'll filter copper cables this way. And we'll filter plastic this way. And the copper is going to go straight into another recycler, which will then make it into copper plates. And then we should have copper plates on this belt and copper and plastic bars on this belt. Okay. So that sorts out the copper and plastic, I think. Then we need holmium plates and light oil. The holmium's going to be a bit trickier, though, is the thing. While I was looking, I had a phone call from my potential new job. They were making sure I was still coming tomorrow. Nice one, Forrest. Like I say, good luck with it. Hope it goes well. Okay, holmium. What do we need for holmium? It was a chemical plant and an assembling machine, right? 2 chemical plants we need for the holmium. And they also require stone and water. Right. Okay, we might need to rearrange this slightly then. Let me just copy and paste this 1 block over. Right, okay. So then stone here. Ice. The ice needs to be made into water, which we can just do right here. If I can find the recipe. Or is it a chemical plant to make ice into water? It's a chemical plant, right? Yeah, chemical plant to melt the ice. Holmium ore can then go into the... Oh, this needs to be split as well, doesn't it? If I do this, and then... this... And then we need to get the water into it as well. Okay, hold on. Back up a bit. Rewind. If we put a belt here, pipe here, welcome back, Max. How you doing? We're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. I think that'll work. Holmium and holmium. And then if I pop this back in here. Okay, and it's also getting the... It's not getting the stone. Oh, God, it's not getting the stone. And also, how is the stone going to get around there? This is going to be very, very ugly and inefficient. But it'll work. That's the main thing. Or maybe it won't. Or maybe it will. Okay, that's gotta work. That's gonna make holmium solution. Then we need to feed... Some of that holmium solution needs to be made into plates. So we are gonna need a machine here for that. Oh, this is going to be such a mess. But it will work. Okay. There's the holmium plates. So we've now got holmium plates. We got plastic bars, we got copper plates, we got holmium solution. We need heavy oil, light oil, stone, batteries, electronic circuits. Oh my god. So many things. So many things. We got pretty much everything we need for superconductors, though. We just need light oil. So if we go and put some offshore pumps up here, they are not protected. They would be protected here, though. Okay, so put a couple of offshore pumps down. And a few pipes. God, it's 7:45 already. It's flown by again today. Although it has been a fairly quiet stream too. I think a few of the regulars are absent today, unfortunately. Okay, so we do need heavy oil and light oil, so I think it's probably best if we have a storage tank for heavy oil, and then a chemical plant for light oil. Why would you say the keyword now? Stream will implode. Oh, I wish it did. I wish we got a little boost before the end. No, it's been good though. Like I say, it's been quiet, but it's been enjoyable, as it always is. Okay, heavy oil to light oil. That also needs water. For some reason, yesterday's stream was quite busy. And it's, you know, new game. First time playing. How many reports on TikTok? None today. Whoever it was, they've given up for now. Okay, we got the heavy oil now, and we got the light oil. We got everything we need to make a superconductor, actually. Ho ho ho. Okay, let me just, oh, we need to recycle some iron gear wheels. Tommy in it will raid with like 5k. That would be amazing. God, I would love to get like just a massive raid from somebody. Maybe one day. What was I doing? I was going to craft some underground pipes. Okay, superconductor there. Electromagnetic plant there. That's going to make superconductor. Nearly done, says Charlie. Yep. Just a few more minutes. We're not going to get everything automated today, obviously. We don't have enough time left. But if I can get the superconductors at least, that would be pretty good. And I think that should be it, to be honest. I think if I've got everything right, we should have everything we need here to make superconductors. I'm going to save, and I'm going to cover this place in pylons so that it all starts processing as it should. Here we go, let's see what happens. Okay, oh, it's working! It's working! Hey, we got superconductors! Nice. Oh, this is... I can already see that there's going to be a big backlog here with copper, because we're producing way more plastic than copper. But it works. It's working. We're making superconductors. Nice. Thank you, STFC. So we still need electrolytes and then supercapacitors. We'll have to look into that in the next stream, because we don't have much time left today. Could I quickly try and get some steam boilers set up, though, whilst we're here? Let me... run a pipe here. Oh, an anonymous gifter gifted STFC a tier 1 sub. Thank you, whoever that was. Very kind. In the words of Jeremy Clarkson, she's done a thing. I've done a thing. A thing has happened. Oh, yes, look at it. Okay, I'm going to put some lights around so we can actually see what we've built a bit better. We could do replacing some of the pipes with underground ones as well. But look at that. We've done something. We're making superconductors. We've made 12 of them already. Now, one slight problem is we don't want all of the holmium being made into holmium plates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another pipe, and we're going to offload to a tank. $13 subs now, that's amazing. It is STFC. It was 18, but I think it's the ones that P gifted last month have expired. But 13, that means that at least a couple of them must have decided to renew, which is absolutely incredible. Okay, there we go. We've now got a holmium storage tank. I think we could turn these machines back on. I'll definitely resubmit. Nice one, Forrest. I'm glad to hear that. It's working. It's actually working. I'm very happy with this. Very happy. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok, by the way, everybody. Thank you, Charlie, for the GG, Alex for the heart, and Chris for the heart. Much appreciated. I think mine expired today. I didn't realise it expired until a minute ago. Well, now you don't have to worry, STFC. Some kind strangers renewed it for you. Okay, before we finish up, I want to see... I want to see one more set of superconductors being produced. We're not making enough copper. Okay, here we go. This is the plastic problem that I knew we were going to have. Oh, we're having a problem with green circuits as well. I didn't realise. Come on, please, please, please. There we go. 14, 16, 18, 20. That's better. Look at that. We're making holmium now. We got holmium solution in the storage tank. We got a full tank of heavy oil. We're making superconductors. Next week, we need to... Or next time. I don't know if we're playing it next week. But next time, we need to automate... In fact, yeah, we are going to be playing next week. So next week, we are going to automate... electrolytes, which are fairly cheap. We just need stone, heavy oil, and holmium. And then we're going to automate supercapacitors next time as well. And then we should be able to research electromagnetic science, and that unlocks all of this other tech stuff. We can research the planet Aquilo. We can make mech armor. We can make lightning collectors. Rail support foundation, scrap recycling productivity, Tesla weapons. There's some really great research after we get electromagnetic science, so that's what we're going to try to do in the next stream. Oh shit, we need tungsten for rail support foundations as well. We'll look into that next time. For today, I'm very happy with the progress we've made. Like I say, we've finally automated superconductors. That's our first key resource on this planet. I think it's gone pretty well today on the whole. I'm starting to get the hang of how things work on this planet. You know, the backwards, the kind of reverse engineering of everything, the recycling everything to get the materials that you need. It's good. I like it. I'm happy with it. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I'm going to do my usual wrap-up, and then we'll finish up on time today. We're not running over. Makes a change, doesn't it? Okay, switching back to big camera. And music. There we go. Okay, so... Thank you very much, everyone, for joining today. I hope you've had a wonderful stream. I think it's been a very good one. Like I say, I'm very happy with what we have achieved in-game today. I'm starting to get the hang of Fulgora. I'm starting to get the hang of how the recycling system works. So, obviously, this is my first time visiting this planet, so it's going to take a while for me to really get into my stride with it. But we did automate superconductors, which is a good start, so I'm very happy with that. Cute girl on big camera. Thank you, Marika. We got a wave from Old Gamer Dude. Thank you for joining, Old Gamer Dude. I hope you've enjoyed, and thanks for your help and advice as well. Thanks everyone for watching on Purple as always, and thanks everyone who's like resubbed and stuff like that. It's been a really good stream. Before we finish up, I do want to just quickly head to my YouTube channel and see how many subscribers we have right now. Because I'm really hoping, we're at 499 subscribers. Okay, one person, if you're feeling like supporting a small creator today, head over to YouTube. We are one subscriber away from 500. If you can do it right now, I would appreciate it so much. If you've enjoyed the stream, please do consider subscribing on YouTube, and obviously follow on TikTok and Purple as well. But yeah, that's close enough. I'm gonna just say 500 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate that so much. With that being said, that is all we got time for today. So I will see you next time. The next live stream is going to be Subnautica again on Sunday. So I'll see you on Sunday for that. There won't be a breakfast stream tomorrow because I'm going to be up and out of the house quite early. I'm going to the Spring Diesel Gala at the Great Central Railway. So I'll be out all day getting photos and videos for the Insta. But it should be a good day out. I'm looking forward to it. And like I say, I'll be back with you on Sunday for Subnautica. Have a good evening. Thank you, STFC. Have a great evening, Saul. Thank you, Forrest. Don't forget to check out my latest video, by the way, the Retro Corner, which I posted earlier today on TikTok and YouTube. Please do go and give that video some love. Enjoy your train activities. Thank you, Forrest. Shout out to the patrons before we go as well. Thank you to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Marika, Aaron, Liam, Matt, Max, and Andre. Appreciate it very much, guys. Thanks to all the subs on Purple as well. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to overrun too much tonight, is what I was trying to say. I'm going to go get some dinner, and then I'm going to have an early night, because I've got to be up at 5. So I'll see you all next time. Have a great day tomorrow. Be safe. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you all so much, everybody. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.